The Modules tab in Setup gives you the ability to turn on or turn off modules throughout the system. It's also worth noting that even if you have all the modules or most of the modules turned on in here, you can also control what users see from the Modules menu up the top of the screen based on their access privileges. But this is the main default area. So here we've got a few different options. The first one is you can specify whether you want to group modules together by a grouping. So let's have a look what that means. If we turned off grouping here, it means that all the modules will appear in the Modules menu up in the top without being grouped or without the ability to click on a group to show or hide that group of modules. So normally you leave this turned on, especially if you're using a smaller monitor, because there's a lot of modules in the system, and if you're using all those modules you might need to close and open groups to actually see them all. So if we go back and have a look at that, here we can see a group CRM or a group sales and a group inventory. So if we want to hide the group sales, we click on that, and if we want to view inventory, we can click on that. So let's go back into Setup. Another option we have is that we can specify that on opening the system whether we want a group of module icons to appear or to be closed as a default. So at the moment, for example, we've got CRM and sales module icons set to show in the top modules menu, but the inventory modules menu is not set to show, but we can turn that on by clicking that or turn it back off. To include or not include a module in the system, you simply click on the X underneath this column here. At the moment we've got a few modules in inventory turned off. If we want to turn them back on, we click on there. Or we can click on the inventory group, and that turns off all of the modules in one go, and we can turn them back on by clicking on that. If you change any of these settings on this screen, you'll need to re-log in for the module menu to update on the screen.